5, 4, 3, 2.
The new Pixar feature, Wall-E, is easily one of the summer's peak achievements. It's a very special example of feature-length animated storytelling that holds kids and adults alike in a state of wonderment. Wall-E opens next week. This is an early review. Now, it's not all peaches and cream and sunshine and lollipops. The first half hour or so of director Andrew Stanton's feature is surprisingly trenchant science fiction. It's like I Am Legend for the Juice Box gang. It's also practically dialogue-free. We're 800 years in the future. Earth has become an uninhabitable garbage heap. Only Wall-E, a waste allocation load lifter Earth class, is left to collect the trash. Soon, though, Wall-E and his sole earthly companion, a cockroach, are joined by a visitor searching for plant life. She's Eve, and after a rough introduction, these two bond over Wall-E's favorite movie musical, Hello, Dolly. That sounds crazy, but the idea works, like most everything in Wall-E. Finally, Wall-E and Eve join up with a space cruise ship loaded with blobby, perpetually reclining humans waiting for the go-ahead to return to their home planet. Wall-E's welcome lacks the personal touch.
Just a trim. You look gorgeous.
Now, will the kids who dug Finding Nemo, director Stanton's previous assignment, or Cars, or Monsters, Inc., fall for Wall-E just as hard? I hope so, but just like last summer's Pixar feature, Ratatouille, Wall-E is a rich and visually sophisticated achievement for any age. And if I haven't made myself clear by now, Richard, I say see it. It's lovely.
Michael, I say see it as well. I share your views, especially about the first half hour. You know, as I'm watching it, and I'm really admiring the skill and the animation and the deliberate storytelling, I'm thinking, well, there are a lot of kids going to be jumping up and down and getting pretty restless here. And it's pretty stark and forbidding, but of course, I think that makes the love story and the adventure once they're up in space that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, and the tonal shift doesn't feel jarring or cheap. It feels very well considered.
It's a beautiful story, but yeah, it has some darker elements and some stranger things that I think some kids might have a hard time embracing.
It's a long way from Finding Nemo in terms of tone, and it doesn't have the real emotional punch, I guess, of that picture, but I found it very kind of enveloping in a way. I think if kids give it any kind of a chance, and they can kind of adjust their rhythm at all, they're really going to be taken away by this thing.
Yeah, there's certainly a sweet element here, almost a corny romance, but it's very well done. This film does like Hello, Dolly a lot more than I did. I got a little tired. I got a little tired of the Hello, Dolly stuff, my friend.
It's the most respect ever afforded that movie by anybody.
But this is, I agree with you, one of the best movies of the year, just so beautifully done. They always do it at Pixar.
Yeah, it's funny about the tie-in element, too, because in a way, this movie's very anti-consumerist, and it's got kind of an inconvenient truth message.
There are a lot of movies that are anti-consumer where you can still get the, the fun souvenir.
I think the sequel, if it's set 800 years further in the future, will be a lot of, like a Wall-E tie-in toys.
I like that.